James, hey, good evening, man.
Yeah, I hear you both. Not as loud as last night, probably too early, but I hear Scott too. You're about the same strength.
Hey James, sounding good, man. Sound really good. Got a little power there. The ES meters, you're almost in the red here, so sounds good, man. About 500-600 watts going out?
No, currently is about 400 out. I'm trying to prevent issues with the house, but it is very pleasing to put power out like this. Craig, this PureSignal is outrageously effective. I don't know if you've been playing with it yet, but it is dialed in, completely dialed in.
Oh yeah. This is the first time playing with it, but I'm impressed. This is my third transmission with it, James. I'm very impressed. There's no no issues when you first key up. It takes a while to calibrate. It doesn't do that anymore. It's right on. And then, dude, the waterfall, that resolution on the waterfall is incredible. I mean, I can't even explain it. If you guys look at the stream and you'll take notice of, I don't know if it comes through the stream, I'll take a look here on my phone, but you take a look at the resolution of the waterfall, and you take a look at someone like Scott's signal who's 20/9, and you take a look at all of the pixels and the coloration of every frequency within that block of cheese. It's pretty amazing there, Scott. So hopefully you can check that out on your computer. But yeah, it's pretty amazing, James. Thanks for the upgrade, man. This is a really major upgrade. A lot of good features and functionality there.
Yeah, to Scott, we have a new version of Thetis. It's kind of a test build, more of a beta test, and it has a higher resolution waterfall. I'm not sure you'll see it on your monitor because it's not a 4K monitor. Maybe you will, but maybe later tomorrow sometime we can install it. But it has a PureSignal upgrade, and it makes it so that it stays within bounds effectively, like no matter what. And I'm looking at my signal going out right now. It's like completely clean. Whereas before, I would get minor blips here and there, sometimes outside of the passband. And it's not happening now. Either left or right side, it's just like a knife edge on the very bottom and the very top. So very pleased.
Well, by the way, before I forget, Craig, I'm on the YouTube. It looks like the latest stream I see there is July 31st. That would be yesterday. You got the today's up to speed there on the YouTube? Because I don't see the most current one on there.
Yeah, just refresh. I just came up. Hopefully, if you refresh your browser, it'll pop up.
It's at the top of the list. K6 Golf Sugar.
Hey, Todd.
Todd, good evening.
Hello, radio. Boy, live streaming. It's just like the old days.
How you doing, Todd? Scott here.
Scott, doing well. James, good to hear you. And Craig, thanks for pushing the bounds of technology.
Thanks for joining in the fun, Todd. I haven't talked to you for a while. Hopefully all is well. Sounding good out there this evening.
Yeah, been a lot of music stuff. My day job is wrapping up here in a couple months, so stuff's been keeping me busy, and flying sims has been keeping me busy as well. And James, I'm now TrackIR enabled. I was just messing around, and I enabled a couple of plugins in X-Plane, so I now have live traffic. So when I fly to LAX, there's stuff flying around me. So all this stuff is way too much fun.
Yeah, it certainly is. Ethan Scott runs TrackIR. He intermittently plays DCS. I think he flies the 16. Yeah, good. TrackIR is the way. I'm not really a fan of VR. You take kind of a resolution hit. So TrackIR is great if you have a 4K monitor.
Yep, I have a 32-inch 4K, so it sits up on the top of it, and I just changed out to an OLED 32 and arrange the arm differently so it's sitting at the right height. So so far I haven't puked.
Well, this is good. Yeah, TrackIR is perfect because there's no latency, and you reduce the motion sickness because of that latency. It's pretty instantaneous. You'll find that in the TrackIR app, there's a smooth profile. That's what I run. I find it better than the stock, but even the stock profile is pretty decent. So, good job, man.
Hey, Craig.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I reloaded and refreshed the screen here, and I'm still not getting today's stream. The top of the list is Friday, July 31st. I'm not getting the newest, and I refresh it. I don't know what to do. What do you suggest? It's just not coming up. I don't know what the deal is.
Just call sign, and you'll see the live button next to the screen.
Yeah, make sure you're on the live tab. That's another thing. Are you under live?
All right, where's the live tab?
Are you in the browser? Are you on your phone? If it's in the browser, there should be a tab along the top that says like it'll say like videos and then like live and then something else, and just click on live.
All right, I just click on live, and let's see if it pops up. Let's see. I'm looking. I see a bunch of screens here. I'm just looking for. Oh, maybe this is the one right here. There's a ton of them. I think this is it. N6RV. I think I got it. Thanks.
Yeah, it should be the one on the upper left, the first one on the live. All right, hopefully you got it there, and you can scrub back and listen to yourself. You sound good, and pay attention to your signal there, Scott. The density in the waterfall, man. I got to tell you, man, the high resolution signal like yours is amazing. It's pretty incredible what they've done to this latest version of Thetis. Check it out, Todd, if you haven't checked it out on the stream. The density under Thetis now in this version that James got is amazing.
Oh, I'm on, I think, 210.315, I think I can see.
Yeah, James has got, somehow he got a newer version.
Yeah, that one goes to 16.
Well, I should have stuck with 11 because that's where everything should go.
Hey, Jeff, good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully 4K. Trying to bring 4K back. Hopefully it sounds good on the DX10.
I hear you, Jeff. You're about 20 over. Sounds good at 4K.
All right. And then hopefully the RF issues and RF gremlins with the LAN adapter is what was causing the problem with the audio on the DX10. At least I hope. When I listen to it locally in the headphones from the Anan, sounds good. So hopefully it's clean like it should be.
How much power are you running right now, Jeff?
A little bit of hairiness. You're not smashing your ALC, are you?
No, not at all. No. It's always this way at the TTBF mode. I've not found a way to combat that and still have the audio sound good.
No, I'll forgive it. It's okay. Yeah, we're just talking about the latest Thetis, how awesome this PureSignal is.
Way out there, Oscar Bravo Lima.
Kilo, Oscar Bravo Lima. Down in
I don't hear anything.
Oscar Bravo Lima, go ahead.
Just heard you guys, thought I'd jump in and say hi. Radio, so. Just curious.
Yeah, you're right at my noise level. I'm in San Diego, so I'm not sure what your location is, but you're about an S7, S8, right at my noise level, just barely above the static crashes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. As I said, I'm California City, which is Kern County, outside Palmdale, Lancaster. So, thank you very much. Kilo Oscar Bravo.
All right, Palmdale. I don't know, Scott, if you had the Palmdale station, maybe better or not. But anyway, yeah, have a good evening out there. And this is N6MUD San Diego, 7-3s.
I heard him. No problem. He came in here pretty well. Palmdale. Yeah. Little on the weak side, but I heard him just fine. Hey, James, are you sitting in front of your computer?
Yeah.
Can you get on any desk and look at what I'm looking at right now?
What are you looking at?
Craig's YouTube streaming page.
Is it not working?
Yeah, for some reason it just went to a different screen here. I didn't do anything, and now I lost it. I just want to see if there's something missing here.
Well, the easiest way I pull them back up is go to the search for YouTube, and the search is call N6MUD, and you'll find in the listing the various videos he has, and there'll be one that has a live red icon next to it.
Yeah, I'm doing that, and it went back to the default. The last one is Friday, July 31st. You may recall we had a problem in the past, remember, on this computer, trying to get the filters right because I couldn't bring up certain things. Remember those days?
A long time ago.
Yeah, it's the parent, the kid filter thing.
Right, that was the thing that I couldn't bring up. So James is on my computer right now trying to scroll around and see what the problem is.
Go ahead, Todd.
Scott, are you at youtube.com/@N6MUD?
Oh yeah, I'm at the right. I can't even talk. I'm at the proper website right now. James is out now taking control of my computer trying to figure it out. But yeah, I'm at the right place. I see all of the other YouTube streaming entries, but this one I just can't bring it up now.
Do you see the tab links for home that's underneath the icon for the channel, home videos, live posts, and a magnifying glass?
Oh yeah, I see it. And I did everything there, got in the call sign, but when all the streams come up, the most recent one is Friday, this past Friday, well actually the 31st, yesterday.
Yeah, that's weird. It shows on the current stream is the topmost, like just below those tab links. And then if you click on the live tab, it's the upper left corner one. And then the Friday and Wednesday and Monday. So, don't know. Ghost in the machine.
I know what's going on, I think.
I can see James is looking at, says a video is unavailable. Got to check with the workspace administrator and or the network administrator for the restrictions. So it's back in some kind of restriction mode is on this computer here that needs to be taken off. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, so what's going on there?
Inside on Scott's side, Craig.
Yeah, so what's going on there is any live stream, you've got a setting somewhere in your Windows settings somewhere that restricts you from viewing live streams on YouTube. So I don't know where that's at, James. Probably in the privacy or administration setting somewhere in the profile. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got him in kids mode.
No, I don't think this is Scott's, if it's an issue on Scott's machine, strangely enough. But I'm looking up something.
Let me look at my settings real quick here on the YouTube stream. 1 second here.
Good evening, K6JR. It's working fine on mine.
Howdy, JR.
Good evening.
JR, it's been a long time, man. Nice to hear you again. N6RV here, Mission Viejo.
Yep, good to hear you all again, too. Yeah, the conditions have been lousy, and I hit the sack at 8, so I've been missing everybody.
Scott, you may want to try quitting your browser, trying a different browser, and booting that back up.
I've got a setting here. It says that this video is set not to be made for kids. And there's a reason why I did that. Because when it's made for kids, there's all types of restrictions that they put on it. So yeah, if your computer thinks you're a kid there, Scott, it's not going to let you watch the live stream.
No, it's interesting. On my laptop upstairs, I can bring it up, no problem. It's the down here in my shack that I can't bring it up. And I think James is trying a new browser, DuckDuckGo, or one of these others, to see if it can bring it up there. But you're right, it's a restriction we just got to get overcome.
JR, what's new and exciting, man? It's been a while since I talked to you, but hopefully you're keeping busy up there and all is well.
Oh, all is great. Yeah, no complaints whatsoever. Everything's going well. We've been just bouncing back and forth between here and our place up in Brookings. Nothing real rare and exotic going on. Health has been good, so can't complain about anything. I could complain about the radio conditions, but that certainly doesn't do any good.
Well, you're 20 over, so signal as usual. But yeah, the conditions tonight aren't as good as they were last night. I'm kind of curious, Jeff, K5BLS, what's your power level? Are you running just 100 watts, or are you running, how much power are you running, Jeff? Because you're not as strong as you usually are.
Yeah, let's see here. LP100 is showing 850.
Yeah, now this tick, 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 tick comes. Yeah, you're doing okay, Jeff, but you're not as loud as you were last night. So it's just shitty band conditions.
Yeah, well, I think I was doing about 1100 last night.
Okay, well, that last transmission, you came up to 15, so maybe it's just band conditions.
Well, let's hope so. I don't know. Everybody seems fairly loud here anyway.
I'm even hearing you over here, Jeff, sounding good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm playing around with the DX10. I may have solved my RF issue with this thing. At least the last week while I was remote, never had any issues running the amplifier, and I ended up putting a fiber optic feed into the shack from the router, and it appears as though that's taking care of all my major issues with the RF on the DX10.
Progress. Yeah, that sounds good over here. Well, usually this time of the evening, van's gone long and I can hardly tell you're there, but you're sounding good tonight.
Yeah, I'm in Fallon, not Carson this time. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Probably helps a bit.
Oh, I can see James is going all over the board trying to figure out this out. If anybody can figure it out, James is the one to do it. We'll see here. I'm standing by watching him on the screen do his thing.
Yeah, it's it's a Windows setting, so I think most browsers, James, inherit this Windows security setting. So let me see if I've come across this before when I was doing videos for one of my company back like 5 years ago, and this client could not actually view the live stream video we're doing, and there's some stupid Windows security setting that we had to flip, and it fixed it. So let me see if I can figure out what that was.
I wonder if it's a browser setting.
KE7INV.
Gee, there's a blast from the past.
Holy crap, man. How you been?
Good evening. Haven't been out here in a while. Heard everybody on, so thought I'd say hello. Hopefully this thing's sounding okay. Haven't had it on in about a year.
Sounding good from the City of Love.
Yeah, did the tower fall down on it? Did the tower fall down on you, or did you just find yourself under a rock and said it was shady there?
Yeah, pretty much under a rock hiding, so had a little bit of extra time, thought we'd get in here, and here you all are, so yeah, old time.
Yeah, well, if you didn't let any cobwebs grow, it sounds good.
Where are you located?
I'm in Lovelock, Nevada.
Lovelock, okay. Where is that?
About an hour from me.
About 100
Maybe,
miles
hour and a half?
east of Reno, Nevada.
Well, you're very loud down here in Mission Viejo, sounding good.
Yeah, you're sounding good over here. Definitely sounding good as usual.
Well, I was going to get on the Anan tonight, but I thought I'd stand by.
I've got the Anan fired up. I just wanted to play around with the DX10, make sure that what I was hearing from the audio feed was what everybody else is hearing, and that it doesn't sound like poop.
Are you sitting in front of the radio or are you sitting in front of the tablet, Jeff?
No, I'm fed into the DX10 right now with the RE27 going through the 2496.
Sounds great, man. That's probably the best DX10 I've ever heard. So good job.
Yeah, well, if you remember, it used to, whenever I would turn the amp on, it would compress and get kind of like robotic sounding. And I was very happy when I tried it earlier today. I went, oh, look at that. I think that problem is gone.
Copy that. Hey, James, one thing you might want to do, you may have tried this. When you're in YouTube, I'm assuming you're logged in as an account in YouTube. Open up the profile icon in the top right corner. Look for restricted mode and turn it off. And that's one thing you might want to try.
Well, I've signed out of everything. I've cleaned all the cookies and cache. I've signed out of the profile, made a guest account, and it's still not happening. I don't think this is at the Windows level because he's full administrator on this. I just don't see where the roadblock is yet.
Okay, so when you open up YouTube, is he signed into YouTube as a YouTube user account?
Oh.
Okay. Is there any way in YouTube to make sure you're not on restricted mode? Is there any type of settings or anything there?
Yeah, I found where that is, but I signed out and I cleared everything out, and I've tried it in all three browsers he has here, and strangely it's still, they put in the direct link and it still is saying restricted.
Do you have that in the wide mode? Okay, not strong enough for me here to look at it and see how wide it is.
I have faith in James.
Hey, Craig, you got your screen looking pretty nice.
Yeah, we got check it out, man. We've got I'm assuming you're looking at this at the YouTube stream. We got the new version of Thetis. It's got a really good PureSignal, and also the waterfall. Look at the detail in the waterfall. When you're on key, look at your signal, and you can see all types of super high level resolution. It's pretty amazing for the waterfall detail.
Yeah, it's definitely different for sure. What version is that?
It's a new version. It's called Thetis Extended. It's 2.10.3.16. It's the latest beta version, I guess you could say, of some new features that people are working on.
I got it working in Edge, but Chrome is still no-go, and they have to uninstall it.
Say that again, James.
It's working in Edge browser, which is a Microsoft piece of crap browser, but it's working nonetheless. I don't know why Chrome doesn't work, but frankly, I don't want to kill time on it right now. But we have to uninstall it at some point, reinstall it.
Hey, what about Firefox?
Account, I wonder if it's tied to the Google permissions.
No, everything's signed out and cleared out and made fresh again, but despite all that, Chrome is still throwing up a big blanket over it.
Have you tried Firefox?
Doesn't have that, but I'll grab that maybe next, but perhaps later.
Copy that.
You see his stream there? Scott, do you see his N6 MED stream? It should be on the screen right now.
Yeah, I do see it. And if I was to log off and then log back in, would I be able to bring it up?
I don't know. Don't test fate.
Well, at some point in time, I'm going to have to turn it off, and then hopefully when I come back on, it will be there. Hopefully.
Yeah, my guess is Chrome is trashed, and it needs to be removed, and I'll put Firefox on. I hate Chrome anyway.
All right. Well, the streaming looks good. Quite frankly, I don't see much difference in the screen, Craig. What did you do differently?
Look at the. I'll zoom in. But look at the waterfall. The color, it does kind of come through on the stream, but the density of the waterfall, the resolution of the waterfall is like twice as good as it used to be in this latest version of Thetis. However, you may only see it if you've got like a 4K monitor. So I don't know if you can even see it on your screen there, Scott, if it's even visible to you.
I think this monitor came from you. Is this a 4K monitor?
No, for its size, that's only a 1080 regular HD. What Craig's trying to describe is the entire resolution of the waterfall is increased immensely. So it looks very granular when you zoom in, which is quite nice.
Well, then, doggone it, I got to get a 4K monitor. If I would have known that would have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm not actually streaming 4K, but I'm streaming in above 1080, I believe. So the problem is, if I stream in 4K, I cannot do low latency. If I do that, it's like a 30-second delay. So I don't want to do that. So it's I have to look at the settings, but it's not 4K, but it's definitely greater than 1080. So I don't know, Scott, but anyway. This day and age, 4K monitors are really cheap, so you should upgrade. It'll probably do you a lot of good. Even just cruising the web these days in 4K makes a big difference.
Yeah, well, that. Well said. I will definitely do that. By the way, Craig, you went up to about 25 over this last go around. Boy, you're coming in strong. One of the loudest times I've ever heard you.
Yeah, maybe the cliff is on us away. I don't know, but yeah, you're loud. You're always loud, Scott. You're always 20 over, so 20 plus. So anyway, so Nick, what's the latest, man? You took a little break from radio. Station's up and running. You're sounding really good. Have you made any changes to any of your antennas or anything in the shack, or what's going on out there in the desert?
I finally got my rack working on the Anan. Same old. I'm on the inverted V right now, and just been doing a lot of work, man. Building houses and taking care of heating systems has been a full-time job. So been super busy the past year here, and it looks like I'm gonna start up another house here. So let the games begin again.
That's awesome. Did you ever get that loop done? I know you got the poles up and maybe the wire run, but did you ever get that 80-meter loop, whatever, up and completed?
I got it up in the air. Haven't had much luck with it. I need to get some ladder line. I tried to run it on coax. Wasn't that great, so I'm going to try it on ladder line, see if I can get that thing, so I don't have to use a tuner, you know?
Oh, yeah, and plus, if I remember right, you've got quite a long run, right, from the feed point to your radio, so ladder line's where it's at. You know, it's way more efficient and easier to use ladder line.
Yeah, so I'll be working on that project. And I put up another tower, actually, in the midst of all that. I have it about halfway erected. I got about 30 feet up, so I'm going to try to get it up 80 feet. So that'll be 2 towers on the property.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to put on that new tower? Is it for internet or something? Is that the primary use?
No, I got a 40-meter beam, so I'm going to throw that beam on it and put a leg out for my inverted V for 80 and 40. So that's going to be that's what I'm going to use it for.
40-meter beam. Wow, interesting. Well, good deal, man. 40-meter beam. You're going to have a huge signal.
Hey, IMD, do you copy Idaho?
Idaho station in there?
Yeah, you're copying me and putting about 400 watts from Boise.
Oh yeah, I hear you, no problem.
I forgot where you are, it's been a minute. You're in the desert somewhere, right?
Yeah, I'm in Lovelock. Is this Scott?
No, this is Scott Jr., the upgrade.
Oh, gotcha. Man, you guys sound so much alike.
Yeah, we spoke, like you said, like a year ago. This is James, but I'm out here in Boise, and 450 watts, give or take, dipole, 20 feet up.
Yeah, no, you're doing good. I got you about almost 20 over, 15 to 20.
Music to my ears.
Hey, James, I've not seen one single blurb in PureSignal since I started using this, and that's amazing from my station.
Yeah, this is sweet, man. I am really impressed, and I hope it stays this way, and I hope the guy continues on. He does not have a GitHub, which I found unique, because I'm pretty sure with the licensing on this, you have to put the source when you compile it. But then again, I guess the release we're on right now is not really public per se.
Yeah, interesting. There's probably a reason why he doesn't have a GitHub. There could be various reasons, but yeah. Well, at least for now, maybe Richie or someone can integrate it back into their branch or whatever, right, and make it so everyone can get this latest functionality.
I'm sure it's a boatload of code, but really I don't care about the waterfall stuff, even if it goes back to CPU mode, whatever. I just want the PureSignal integration. That's the gold nugget for this version.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, but I agree. It's all about not having to double check and triple check and make sure that all these meter levels are correct, or else you blow up PureSignal. So I agree.
What version of software is that, Craig?
Hey, Mark, we've got a new beta dev, not even beta, I think it's dev, 210.316, but it's not by Richie. It's made by another developer, and it's just amazing. Some of the PureSignal amazing changes there, and some of the density and resolution of the waterfall.
Oh, wow. So that was after Richie did his final, this other guy came in and he made another version?
I think so, yeah. I have to look at the Discord history of the chat, but I think that's right. He he integrated the latest version of WDSP, whatever, and then he upgraded the PureSignal, and then he upgraded, there's a way more settings now for a waterfall, and he did a bunch of other stuff. So a lot of code probably, but we're just trying to figure out how to get it in a state to where other people can start downloading it and stuff. So we're not sure why he's not on GitHub. There's probably a reason for it though.
Hey Mark, James here. Yeah, he offloaded the entire display to GPU instead of running it on the CPU, and it runs really nice. It's very clean. I'm running at 144 frames a second. Super butter.
Oh, wow. I'm trying to figure out how you would do that.
He rewrote, or at least took out the chunk for display and rewrote the whole thing with DirectX.
Okay, so then that has to talk to the main program, right?
My understanding, cursory understanding, is he did DirectX integration, so it's running at the Windows API for the display.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to think about that one for a while. That's interesting. Yeah, thanks for the information there. It sounds intriguing. WA7CCA.
It's like playing like that game Minecraft. Low pixel versus what it is right now. It's night and day.
Yeah, Mark. Look at the stream and look at your signal. Look at the density of the waterfall, man. It's pretty amazing, the detail and the colors and everything there.
Yeah, okay, let me bring it up.
US 7K.
Hey, Mark, are you in Big Bear?
I am.
Ah, very good. Sounding good tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, there it is. Wow. I just heard myself when I clicked on it.
So I'm assuming you've got a 4K monitor or something, at least maybe 3 to 4K, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's like brand new.
Yeah, well, you can probably see just look at the colors and the waterfall. I think, obviously the PureSignal, when I'm transmitting I've not had one blowout all night, and I usually have blowouts every 30 or 40 seconds when I transmit, but I haven't had one blowout all evening. So he definitely fixed PureSignal.
Yeah, okay, let me take a look. Let's see here. Oh, all right. Well, that was an interesting transition. I see my signal now, so, okay. Let's see, where's the S meter? Looks like I hit a little over 20.
Yeah, you're strong tonight, like usual though. You're always strong this time of the night.
Seems like maybe the band is a little short this evening.
So good evening, Mark. Good to hear you up there on the mountain. And Craig, where did you have to go to find that new software?
Well, yours truly, James, is the one that I got it from. So I don't know, James. Do you want? How do you, that's what I was trying to figure out. How do you want to handle this? Because I think a lot of people may want to get their hands on this, but there's got to be a reason why the guy doesn't have a GitHub. So maybe we should get to the bottom of that.
Well, I was looking in the past minute. It seems like he's in Belarus, so I think that might have some role in that. But I can send you an email, Jay.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I see them talking about it over on the Discord, but of course they're just talking about it, and there's no link for any software in regards to it.
Hey, James, did you actually compile and build that exe, or did he do that?
No, mine's still stuck. I gotta wait like 3 hours before I get more codex tokens. And then I think it'll finish. I should have enough to finish it, but I'm trying to get away doing it for free.
Yeah, copy. Is it all right if I send Mark CCA the link as well?
Oh, I don't care what you do with it. It's not mine.
Can you add CCA to the email as well?
Mark, are you good on YouTube? QRZ?
Yeah, you can use that. That's fine.
I expect it in about the next 5 minutes.
Hello, boys. Back. Hold on. James, I'm going to pick you up right now.
Yeah, that should be pretty fun to play with. Yeah, thanks for sending that.
So when you get the email, the zip file, unzip it, uncompress it, and there's two files. There's a setup, and there's a document there. Read the document. He goes in to excruciating detail all the setting changes that should be made.
Ah, very cool.
Hey, Craig, I'm on the Anan now. Any difference? I'm not looking at the screen right now, but any difference on the screen?
This is AS6AK.
All right, two stations there. Scott, I can hear you, but the signal's way lower. I guess your amplifier's not on?
Roger, stand by.
And the other station, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. I was just wanting to know if this frequency was being used out or someplace else. I don't want to break up your queue, so this is AS6AK clear.
Yeah, AS6AK. Yeah, we've been here for about, I don't know, about an hour. Is there a net or something, or are you just trying to rag chew?
Basically, I was going to make a call on that frequency, but that's okay. I'll go to another one. I don't want to break up your queue, so sir. This is AS6AK out of Marysville, clear.
All right, appreciate it. Yeah, we've been here. There's about, I don't know, 10 of us on here. So have a good evening and good luck on your call there. 7-3s.
All right,
7-3 on the other side of the hill from Reno.
Oh, there you go. I had it on standby. Sorry about that. And getting back in the groove here, I got to make sure all the settings are right. You should probably hear me much better now, Craig.
Yeah, but I think you're about 4 wide there, Scott. Maybe open it up to maybe 6 if you can do that.
All right, how's that? There's let's see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go, 6 wide.
Oh, yeah. Sounding back to yourself there. What do you guys think? This is Scott on the Anan. It's quite a different sound than I hear you on the Voodoo radio, but it's not worse. It's just a different sound. What do you guys think?
I think it's very similar.
I think it's more, I don't know, it's just more, maybe a little bit more compressed sounding. It doesn't sound bad, Scott. It just sounds different, but I like how it sounds.
like this, how it sounds. This one right here.
I mean, I like how they both sound, but the Anan sounds really good.
It might be a little bit more cleaner, a little bit, it's more of a block of cheese, too, on your receive there. You can see that, too.
It'll be more of a block of cheese once I upgrade your Thetis.
Yeah, well, it's pretty good right now, even if you're 20 over. Your PureSignal is pretty good, but yeah, as James said, it can get better. I don't know, man. It's a tough call. I mean, they're different sounding audio. I know, James, you say they sound similar, but when he's super strong, I definitely can notice a difference in the audio. My ears aren't that great, but I don't really have the ability to articulate what that difference is. Maybe Jeff or someone who's more experienced at explaining that stuff. Maybe he can take an attempt at trying to tie there, Scott.
I think the Voodoo rig has some kind of like low-end phase manipulation, very similar to like a phase rotator. The same effect wherein the lows are a bit delayed. I like it personally on the Voodoo.
Does he have the same all band settings and everything on both radios or whatever, both profiles?
Yeah, all he does is he switches the ACOM antenna switch, and he has it set up reverse. So instead of switching antennas, he's switching radios.
All right. Okay, now we're back on the other one there. You copy?
Yeah, so it sounds, it doesn't sound there's not as much brilliance in the high end, but it does still sound really good.
Yeah, that's one of the differences you're going to notice in that. That's an EQ issue. I would have to separately EQ. I just have it as standard EQ, and because of that, I'm going to get a little brighter on the Anan on the high end.
Yeah, what do you think, James? I mean, how strong is he to you? Is he 20 over or 15 over?
It's about 10 over. I think being that the Anan is linear across all frequencies, it's going to be brighter naturally, and there's a taper off the closer he gets to 6K to 950. But like you said, Craig, it's different, but it still sounds really good.
Well, I get the RCA microphone. That ought to be kind of fun to see what that does.
Is that RCA microphone? Is that like Dennis's ribbon microphone?
That's a Roger. It's the RCA DX77 1960 vintage. They don't make them anymore. Very sensitive mics with the ribbon. Got to be very careful with it. But I've seen all the YouTubes, heard it. Boy, it sounds nice. Just without any EQing. It has that really warm, nice low-end warm. It's very, very cool microphone.
Yeah, copy.
Since Dennis has been running his, it sounds great.
Yeah, Dennis had to take his back to the radio station. But yeah, that ribbon microphone, man, there's some serious lows in that microphone. I remember when Dennis had that thing running, it was amazing.
Yeah, well, the problem with that is it's so damn expensive. You know, to buy a used one that maybe has had a new ribbon put in it and a clean one is close to $3,000, anywhere from $2,500 on up.
Wowza! And are they hard to come across, or are there a lot of them out there?
No, there are a few out there. You get on Reverb, you can see a whole bunch of them on there, but the prices are all about the same. Cosmetically, the nicer they look, you're going to pay a little bit more for them, but doggone it, they're expensive. I couldn't believe it. And I just don't know what the once you get it, how good you're going to, what's the situation in terms of resale? I just don't think there's much of a resale because not very many people buy those things unless you're in the broadcast industry. Ham radio guys are generally not buying them.
Well, most ham radio guys aren't out there putting the kind of stuff on their radio that we are either.
Yeah, it's going to be just something that will be part of the rabbit hole chain, and we'll see what happens. But I'm using the RE27 right now, and sold off the U87 a while back because it was a condenser and a little bit too sensitive for ambient noise. So now I'm on the dynamic, and so we're going to get that RCA, and we're going to see what that does.
Scott, isn't somebody making a knockoff of the 77 now?
Yes, you can go to AEA out in Pasadena, and that's an option I've been looking at. But even they're expensive, and they are really nice mics. In fact, one of the gurus there, he's one of the original guys that puts those ribbons back into those microphones. That there's a guy on the East Coast, I think he was in the East Coast, and then the West Coast guru, he's over in Pasadena, and I've talked to him a couple times and explained to me the whole kabang about ribbon microphones, and he's got a great line of mics over there as well. But I really like to get the original vintage RCA, just because it's a cool thing to do.
Well, that's right. You got to be cool and groovy.
Oh, yeah. Got to do it.
Dang, you're loud, JR.
Well, thank you very much, and it's great to hear you, Nick.
It's been a minute for sure, and I take it you're in Reno.
I am. That is true.
Craig, I'm going to go upstairs on the other computer I have, and I'm going to go chime in on the stream, see what it sounds like. I'll be back in a little while in 6RV.
All right, Scott. Hey, man, thanks for coming out here, and hopefully you guys can figure out that issue with Firefox. Have a good evening if I don't talk to you in 6MD.
See you later.
Guys, it's time for the old guy to go to bed, so great to hear everybody. Everybody's coming in here great this evening. Nice to hear. 7-3 from now. Have a great one. K6JR.
Good night, JR.
7-3's JR.
Yeah, have a good evening, JR. Thanks for stopping by.
CQDS.
All right, here we go.
And where are you at, Jeff?
I'm at home here in Fallon.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yep, living the high life here in the metropolis of Fallon.
Yeah, normally I don't get you on 20 over when you're there, so good propagation tonight for local.
Yeah, it's doing about 980 peak right now.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm doing about 1,000.
Is Mark CCA still here?
Yeah, I'm still in here.
Just sent it off to you. It's a zip file. It has the MSI installer and then some documentation the guy gave me for just a step in the right direction to set up the display for the waterfall.
Okay, let me see. Something just came in.
K5 BLS.
BLS 7K. Was that Brian I heard?
Well, I don't know about Brian, but this is Ryan. 10-7, RMK. Good evening, gentlemen.
I always screw that up. Sorry, Ryan.
Close, but no cigar.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Thanks so much.
But be advised, Mark, you have to uninstall the existing Thetis, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. You can always uninstall this one and go back to the old 15.
Oh, yeah, not a problem.
And Mark, when you're installing that version, when you install it and then you click on it to open up Thetis, you may get a message saying the database is missing data required by this version, and it's missing a field called CFC phase rotator auto, and it basically it's going to go ahead and take a blank database, so the latest blank database, and then import your database into the blank. So all you do is say yes that you want to proceed, and it should be fine. No wires there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So when you're installing it, it's creating a new database, I presume.
Yeah, you know how, so it sounds like the software is expecting a new field in the database that doesn't exist. So it tries to remedy that on the fly once you launch Thetis. This happens from time to time sometimes. I think when Richie would do it, he would give the new field a default value, so you wouldn't have to do this. But this developer probably didn't do that, so it's not a big deal. It didn't have any adverse effect from what I can tell. James, did you get the same error or the same message when you tried to install it? Oh, tried to run it?
I did. It's not an error. It's exactly how you described it. It's in the CFC section for the phase rotator. It has some extra features added on for asymmetry and automatic rotations and the value thereof, but I don't use any of that.
Is this the one that has the plugins available on it too?
Negative.
So that's Thetis Enhanced, or like whatever. Thetis Plus, is it?
Oh, okay. There's too many damn versions out there.
I think this one's the superior one.
So far.
Yeah, not one blowout on PureSignal all night long, which is, for me, it's amazing.
Yeah, same story here, man. I've keyed up like dozens of times now, not a single little whisker out left or right.
You think that's just a factor of the sampling?
It is, yes. But also on top of that, the WDSP 2.0 or the PureSignal 3.0, it has some memory variable that they added onto it, so it's able to know how you left off.
So I'm kind of curious, James. I haven't tried this yet. But if you were to QSY, say, up to 280 right now and key down, would it have to, sample for about a couple seconds like it used to, or would it automatically just work?
Don't know. Let me go see.
Good evening, Greg. W6RFB.
To sound a bit 70s with the a little bit of phase shift.
The band's shifting. Hey, Bob. Good evening. How you doing?
It's a tiny bit different.
I'm doing good. Just wanted to say hi and just tuned up. Was down on a lower frequency and saw you guys up there and just thought I'd say hi. W6RFB.
How's that Lux treating you? Is it working nicely?
Yeah, it is. I mean, well, if 5 watts in gets me about 500 watts out, so I think I got to take the screws off and do some modifications so the Hermes will work with it.
How many hours has it been, Bob? I mean, typically, wouldn't the cover already be off by now?
You would think so. Yeah, it's I got it 10 hours ago, and I still haven't unscrewed it.
Oh, good deal. So, James, what did you find out? Did it have to calibrate? I'm assuming it calibrates for a couple seconds.
It did for about a quarter of a second, and it's because my SWR went from 1.0 to 1.2 for whatever reason. So I think when the tuner finally re-engaged, right at that moment, it stopped.
All right, that's cool. But the bottom line is, once it's found a solution, PureSignal doesn't even blow out or anything. So that's really cool.
Noticed also my AmpView is more propeller shoot than it was on 15. In fact, let me look at it right now. Yeah, I mean, it's like textbook perfect.
Yeah, a lot of that has to do with how well everything is matched in the amplifier, too. I was talking to John about that because I had the RF2KS, and on one of the bands it was like a cattywampus, and then we figured out why.
When you get this version installed, Mark, you'll find there's more variables and parameters to play with. All the stock defaults should work with your rig, though, but I do suspect when you look at your AmpView, it's going to be a little bit tighter.
Yeah, I just brought my AmpView up on the screen here. It looks like a bow tie, but it's typically always looked like a bow tie for me. I haven't had any issues, but anyway, it looks pretty good. No complaints.
Yeah, it looks like a torpedo.
Actually, mine's missing the red line. I don't know what happened. There it is. The red line came back in, but it should be a bow tie. This is how it should look, a bow tie. At least that's what John used to tell me.
Oh, I look at a different view. I'm looking at the. There's two different ways of looking at it, I think.
Yeah, I certainly hope Richie adds this soon, because the way he left the project, and then he kind of came back for a little bit, did some little tweaks, but it's not looking promising for the long term. I think he's kind of fed up with it all.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because some of the hams they don't respect his time, you know. And as an open source developer, man, that's got to be tough, right? You pull his work in to do something, and you've got thousands of people using the code you write, but you got those 5% or so of really vocal people that can make your life a living hell. So maybe that's what's going on there with Richie and Thetis.
Oh yeah, it's like that in any hobby. There's always the deranged autists who show up and say, "You're not doing it right."
Copy that. Hey, Mikey, did I hear you out of Colorado? Good evening. No, maybe not.
The GDM, Colorado Mike?
Maybe it was Jeff. Him and Jeff kind of sound the same.
I've been called
I haven't talked to Mike in over a year.
He was on a couple nights ago. I think it was last night.
Oh damn, I missed him.
Yeah, he was out here last night.
Okay. Yeah,
He wasn't terribly strong, but he was here.
RMK.
And K5 Felix.
And WA7CCA.
Almost 30 over.
And N6MUD live streaming YouTube.
Job down here tonight. It's definitely a much improved signal.
You have a Lux, right? Am I right, Ryan?
No, I've got an old Ameritron. I can't remember which one it is. 811H.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's very clean.
He sprayed it off before he got on.
I just widened mine up a little bit. Is it too wide?
What kind of silly question is that?
Golly, is
Well,
there such a thing? No,
I guess. I don't know.
Not to trip the breakers when I tune up, because it works a lot better lower down or higher for the band. But it didn't trip them tonight, so I guess I'm in business.
You sound good, Bob.
It's because you've already welded them in place.
Yeah, sorry, I doubled. Anyway, I'm trying different things as we go along, as far as receiving and transmitting. So sorry.
No, it sounds very pleasant here in near Boise. But you're about maybe S9 over. You were louder before, but not so much right now. Maybe it'll swing back.
Yeah, only about 500 watts. So and it's being spread out probably across, obviously more of the band. So okay. Thank you.
My pleasure. Mark, you gonna give that a go tonight at some point?
Say again?
You gonna try it out?
I don't know. Not. I've got so many irons in the fire. I'm going to have to just try it when I can find a few.
Okay. A real life juggler. Good deal.
Yeah, I'm going to have to image another drive first, and then I'll work off of that one, and then when I want to swap back, I'll just go back to the other before the install deal. That's how I do it.
Do you use a pre-boot manager for selecting what it is you want to boot into, or how do you go about it?
Oh, it depends on what I'm using. I don't know. Whatever happens to be convenient at the time.
Yeah, fair enough. A dozen different ways.
Yeah, I'll probably just, I could just boot. I'll just prepare another drive, and then just do that. That's the easiest way for me, and it doesn't mess up anything.
Well, I gotta do my nightly routine at the events my 4-year-old at his bedtime, but I will check back in maybe in about a half an hour and see if they're all still here. 40 meters A2. Probably 50-50 on that. Whiskey sugar, 7 kilo.
Catch you later, James, and sounding good out there, man. I love that new amp of yours.
73, James. And yeah, you're about 10 over here. Have a good evening.
Yeah, have a good one there, James, and thanks for sending that, and we'll catch you maybe tomorrow.
So, Mark, did it get hot up there in Big Bear today? We got in upper 80s here. I wasn't sure if it's nice and cool up there, or I'm assuming it's pretty hot up there the last few days, right?
But different.
Sorry, I doubled.
Oh, was it important?
I was just asking you if it got hot up in Big Bear today, because you guys are higher up there, but usually Big Bear's cooler, but I have a feeling if this weather, probably not.
Yeah, I think it was 92 or somewhere around there today. Pretty warm out there, for sure. Yeah, I was just saying, I just updated the firmware to this amplifier, and it's acting a little bit different, I see. I'm not sure exactly how I would describe it, but I was like about 2, 3, or 4 versions behind on the firmware that operates this thing. But I see the SWR indicator on it is not a real it jumps all over the place when you talk for some reason. It does it on this band, and it also does it on another band. So I don't know if one of the does this one use pin diodes? I can't remember. But anyway, there's I don't think it does it in a dummy load. Come to think of it, I think I tested it on a dummy load, but you know, whatever it is, it's there's something changing as I'm talking. It reports back that it doesn't like the SWR.
Are you talking about your RF2KS, or which amp are you talking about?
Yeah, this is the KPA 1500 I'm on.
Okay, well, I don't know much about the 1500, but I thought maybe it was your RF2KS, because I know you've got one of those too. Jeff would know a little about the 1500, but I think he just sold his 1500. He got another RF2KS to replace it.
Yep, it's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you remember if your SWR would jump around when you talked at times?
A little bit, but not anything significant.
Yeah, I think this antenna is only tuned to like a 1.6 to 1. That's as good as it gets here on this frequency. But I just saw it go up to a 3 or something like that. 3 or a 2 as I'm talking. It's not causing a trip or anything like that. It's just, that's what it's reporting on the display.
Yeah, I think it's their software.
Yeah, because I'm looking, let me look, I have a LP700 here, and I'm looking at it. It's not reporting at all. What's wrong with this thing? Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't show anything out of the ordinary here, you know, through my external device. It's not duplicating what the KPA is suggesting. Well, anyway, thanks for the info there. I've got an engagement here for about a half hour, and so I'll check back again here after about 9 o'clock if anyone's still here. But everybody take care. WA7CCA.
All right, Mark. Catch you maybe later on. Hopefully the band's still around. Anyway, if I don't talk to you, have a good evening. N6MED, live streaming.
Yeah, I think your signals. You sound great, Mark. But yeah, have a good night, and good luck with that engagement.
Hey, Craig, are you saving this video when it's all over, or does it go away?
Oh no, I save everyone. So what happens is that once the stream's done, it'll just go into the archive along with all the other streams. So you could open it up and replay it or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, dang, it's been a long one. That's going to be a long video for sure. But yeah, kind of fun doing that though. And I see you're using the phase rotator as well.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of noise, man-made noise. And let me just shut it off. You can see, but sometimes it's really bad. This time of the night, maybe not so much, but earlier in the evening, I'll have a 15/9, you know, noise from my neighbors charging their Tesla or doing the laundry. And this phasing control will basically the ability to, you know, to null out the noise. It saves my butt. I take that 15/9 noise and I null it out. It comes, basically drops it down to an S7.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I've used that a couple times. I just haven't done it lately. So I was just surprised to see someone actually using it. So yeah, it works super good though, I will say that. And you're putting, you have two antennas connected, obviously. So do you have a vertical and an inverted V, or what is it?
No, I just have an in-fit half wave. You know, I've got a loop, right? And the feed point of my loop, horizontal loop, is also the feed point for the in-fit half wave. So infit half wave just runs from corner to corner on my loop, so it just splits my loop in half, and then part of it runs down the pole vertical. So, and it just happens to be in the perfect location to null out the noise. So I'm not messing with it, man. I got lucky the first time. So it works real good for that, and that's all that antenna really is used for, is a receive antenna. So it does great for that.
Yeah, very good. When I do it, I use my high gain high tower and then my inverted V. It works pretty good, but I rarely have noise out here, so thank goodness I don't have to worry about too much of that.
Yeah, check this out. Let me zoom out here, and I'll play it, and you can see what it does here. All the SWLs listeners, check it out here. I'll play around with my phasing control if you guys want to take a look. All right, so phasing control. You see the noise there, and as I rotate this, it'll null out some of the noise. Probably sometimes.
EN6MS here. I got a question for you, Craig.
Yeah, hey Mike, go ahead. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, I was thinking about trying the diversity, and would it work if you have an end-fed half wave coupled with a vertical?
Oh yeah, but I don't think you can only do that on the Anan radios. You have to have two ADC chips, but that's how I have it. So what happens is that the best diversity antenna is the opposite polarity. I don't have a vertical, so I can't do it. But if you've got a vertical and a horizontal, then that's the best scenario that would work for diversity and phasing.
Okay, yeah, because I'm thinking of going up to the Brick 3, and they do have the second chip, so yeah, I might give that a try on my next upgrade.
Copy that. Do you have a lot of noise, like man-made noise, solar and stuff like that?
On my vertical, I've got tons of it. My end-fed half wave is, well, I don't know. My NR2 takes care of most of it, so it's not usually a problem. But on some days, it's not even able to do it.
Okay, well, so typically there's a reference antenna and a source antenna. Typically your source antenna would be a horizontal, like your main transmitting antenna, and then your reference antenna would be your probably would be your vertical. So that's typically how it works, but I'm sure it works the other way as well.
Well, I would be yeah, I would stay on my end fave because that's my better antenna. It's up higher, and it seems to work pretty well. So yeah, I'd throw the vertical on the other one, and basically it just puts the noise out of phase to cancel it, right?
Exactly, yeah. So not all noise can be canceled, right? Only certain types of noise. So noise that's coming from a common source is really good. Like solar noise, solar inverters, Tesla charges, that works really well for me. Washing machines. I've got a ceiling fan that just destroys 40 meters, and I can knock that down pretty good. So, but there's other types of noise that it doesn't really do much good to. So it's just kind of trial and error. I'm sure there's a science to it, but I know it's a kind of a complicated thing. I just play around with the various settings, and once I get one that works, I save it in memory here. You can click on the control and click on a memory, and it'll save it. And that way it'll create a dot there so you know where it's at, and then you save it, and then that way you can come back to it next time really easy, quickly. Don't have to worry about messing around with everything.
Okay, roger that. Thank you.
Anyways, I'm going to run downstairs for a minute. KE7INV. Hopefully you'll be here when I'm back.
All right, Nick. Hey, man, good chatting with you. Hopefully you come back soon. If not, have a good evening.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Craig, I have a question. W6RFB.
Hey, Bob, go ahead.
I'm listening to your live stream, and everybody sounds pretty good, but it's funny. I mean, some people sound better on the Hermes light, my receiver, and then some people sound better on your live stream, and it's kind of strange because I mean we're so close together. I was wondering if you got any ideas on that, why that would be.
It's probably our locations, right? Our locations, and I've got a lot of noise. I've got an S7 level of noise as well, so. But that happens from time to time. Even if you jump around from SDRs, like sometimes I'll listen to Mark's SDR, CCA up in Big Bear. And then I'll jump over to another SDR, although it's not as close as me and you are, but it has the same effect where people just sound different depending on the location and that, I guess. So, but I'm kind of curious: is it the same people always have the same phenomenon, or does one transmission someone sound good on Hermes, and the next transmission that person makes it sound better on my stream, or is it consistent, or have you been able to figure that part out?
So far, it's been consistent, but I'll need to write down call signs and that kind of thing. To me, you sound better on the Hermes than you do on the live stream, and I can understand that maybe just because for whatever reason, but. I bet, there's a couple of guys that just like they're booming in, maybe more bass. I mean, I do have like subwoofers and everything, and that's probably a big part of it on my Hermes. But on my laptop, it's just the cheap speakers, so that might be part of it as well.
Oh yeah, that's probably it. I mean, that's right there. If you had the same speakers. In fact, if you had the same speakers, you could probably have a more direct comparison. I should sound better coming to you from the live stream because when I'm and most people say this, when I'm transmitting right now, the live stream directly goes from my microphone into the computer. It doesn't even go through the radio. So I've got way more bandwidth, and I should have a lot more fidelity coming through the live stream. So if you had some real speakers on your laptop, Bob, or some, external speakers, I guarantee I would sound better on the live stream than I do on the radio. That's how it should be.
Right, and it is the opposite, but that's because of the speakers in the laptop. But there's a couple of people that sound better on the laptop than they do on my on my speakers. So. Go figure. Well, I mean, you've got more fidelity, I would say, on the laptop. I mean, there's more lows and highs, and I can really hear the highs and the crisps and all those things. On the when it goes through the Hermes, it's I mean, you just like boom in. I mean, it's a lot of bassiness and a lot of richness. So you hit it right on. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, it's more likely though anything else. It's a location. I mean, sometimes Jeff K5BLS. He's got two locations. He's got Fallon, and he's got Carson City, and it's about Jeff. I think it's an hour drive between those two locations, and sometimes he listens remotely. And people sound completely different on one receiver versus the other. But that's an hour drive, whatever. So that's a little bit further away than we are, Bob.
Yeah, and so the only thing that kind of brought up in my mind is, I can listen online and all that, and I didn't have an argument with somebody, but it was like, the FT DX10 is a better receiver, and it's one of the best receivers, maybe the 101D or MP or whatever. But I mean, and the FT710 is up on the Sherwood list, right? So but I have an FT710, and if I switch back from my FT710 to the Hermes, I mean, there's no comparison. The Hermes sounds much better, and I can pull more signals out, and it sounds better. So maybe it's just because they haven't rated it, or maybe I've got it dialed in better. I'm trying to figure it out.
You need to learn to use the AGC gain on the 710 better, Bob, and then restrict the bandwidth. Just play around with the settings there, because I find that the DX10 has a way better receiver than the Anan.
Well, to a certain point. So if you're trying to do this stuff, Bob, ESSB stuff, right, then I think that obviously the Anan is way better because it's wider receiver, for that more bandwidth than that. But if you're trying to do like weak signal stuff like DXing, I think that's what you're referring to, right, Jeff? The DXing, weak signal stuff. You're referring to the DX10. Does that work better than the Anans? Is that what you're referring to, or are you just saying in general the DX10 has got an overall better receiver?
Yeah, overall the DX10 has a much more sensitive receiver without all the hash and white noise. So while it doesn't give you the fidelity that you can get out of Thetis and the Anans, that's where these shine. But as far as overall receive sensitivity, trying to pull people out of the noise and hear what they're saying, the DX10 wins hands down.
A comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to agree, because I've done a side-by-side comparison with my DX10 and my Hermes, and if there is not a lot of noise, I can pull things out of the DX10 that I can't get with the Hermes. But if there's a lot of noise that I need to listen into, the NR2 will help me make that clearer, where I can understand the speech better in the noise, which does a better job than the DX10. So for DXing, yeah, the DX10.
Okay. Well, no, thank you for that. I just haven't seen that, and maybe it's because I'm not, maybe my 710 isn't set up. I mean, obviously I don't have the DX10. The 710 has a decent receiver though, but if I switch back and forth, I can hear better on the, and maybe it has to do with my sound system, and I've got, subwoofers, and I've got all sorts of stuff hooked up. That might be part of it, but I can always hear better on the Hermes Lite, which isn't even close to what the Anan is. So I don't know. Maybe I need to do something.
No, you need to learn how to use the AGC and the filtering. Use the attenuator on the 710. It is not that far away from the DX10. They're so close to each other. They're splitting hairs, but you have to be able to get in there and use the bandwidth filter and use the step attenuator as well as the rotary attenuator. That will help get rid of a lot of the white noise, and that will pull people's signal and make it clearer. Otherwise, it's just mixing in with all the hash. It's amplifying the garbage that you don't want to hear. So that's what I found. And every single time, I can always hear better with the DX10 than I can with the Anan.
I have a DX10 and a 710, and I have not found much difference in the actual receive sensitivity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. They're both right next to each other in the Sherwood report, too.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, well, maybe I pretty much have them both set up stock, so that's probably it. I'm probably not using all the capabilities of the FT710, and but just like stock out of the box kind of thing with a whatever I've got in Thetis. it just always sounds better. It just always does to me. So I guess I need to exercise my other radio a little bit more and see what I can do with it. So no, thank you, gentlemen, for that input.
Yeah, Bob, I'll tell you this.
Always use at least 6 dB to 12 for my attenuation.
Same here.
Yeah, Bob, I'll tell you this. When I went from my ICOM 705, which has got a fairly decent receiver, nowhere near as good as the FTDX10. When I went from that to a Hermes, the Hermes was much better. Night and day difference. I agree there. So, but I've never had a Yaesu radio, so I can't comment on how it is. But I'll say this, Bob. You know, when you go through the band, right, and there's more and more people these days are running Hermes and PureSignal and adaptive predistortion. But there's some people out there that don't do that, right? And I guess you know what, some guys on 55, some guys on 208, they don't run adaptive predistortion, and that should be in my mind, that should be the number one reason why someone runs like a Hermes type radio, is because you want to be as clean and as IMD free as possible. So if I was you, I would continue running the Hermes. It's a much cleaner transmitter. You've got a really good clean signal, there's I was looking at Andy's signal a couple of days ago. He was strong. He's 25 over. He was almost 9 kilohertz wide when you take into account all of his IMD, and he knows he's wide. He just probably doesn't care.
Yeah, well, when I was on 208 earlier, and let me start by saying this: when I listen to myself, and nobody likes to listen to themselves, I don't think, but on your stream, it sounded like I probably needed more of something. You guys sound better than I do, and but when I was on 208 earlier. Yeah, Noel, NO6EL. I mean, he was going just as wide. I mean, he was really going wide, and he says, "Yeah, I'm on the Lux and this and that and whatever." But I'm like, wow. There's just so much IMD, and but I'm not usually one to call that out. It's just I noticed it, and. So yeah, I'd rather be narrow, or at least I'm wide right now, obviously, but at least it's probably within hopefully I'm somewhat of a brick wall.
Oh yeah, you're brick wall. You can even tell. Look at the stream. You're brick wall 100%. Well, but then again, right? As of like the last few months, a bunch of guys have got running Hermes and G2s and that, because it used to only be Larry running a G2, and then me and Larry used to talk to each other once in a while, and I'm like, Larry, why didn't you convince all your buddies, on 208 to run adaptive predistortion, explain it to them how it works and that. So I think finally he got through to a lot of those guys, and now Scott and some other guys are running adaptive predistortion, and they look really clean, where they used to look similar to Noel out there. So anyway, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but there's quite a few guys on 208 that are extremely, well, they just overdrive the crap out of their amplifier. I don't know what the deal is, but either way, you're one of the clean ones out there. So I think that's great, and that was my number one motivation to get a Hermes, was adaptive predistortion. And then once I started learning about ESSB and all other stuff, then it's just icing on the cake. But that's what motivated me to get into this, was the PureSignal.
And Craig, just look at your waterfall. I'm running a little more power now. I want to see if my signal is getting a little sloppier when I put a little more juice to it. Am I still looking good, or have I got some fuzzies on it?
Oh no, you're looking good. You're clean. You sound really good, and you look good too there. So how much power are you running?
Oh, about 800, I think.
Yeah. I mean, according to my Waterfall, your PureSignal is working good.
Okay, thanks for that.
Okay, so what I'd like to do, it's just a couple of switches. I'm going to go to my FT710 and drive the Mercury to 1500 watts and compare my signal, what it is now, to what it will be in about 2 minutes, and just for kicks and giggles, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. I want to do this experiment too. So go ahead, Bob. We'll stand by. We'll listen for you, and it should be a big comparison. It should be a big difference. You probably have some IMD, but that's to be expected, right? Since you're not running adaptive predistortion. Question. Go ahead. I've got a really weak copy. Do you guys, anyone out there copy that station out there asking about adaptive predistortion?
No copy here.
Negative.
All right, station, adaptive predistortion really is just a way to clean up your signal. If you look, most amplifiers, they have IMD, third order IMD. So just because you think you're transmitting, 2.8 kilohertz wide, there's spurs of RF that go way above that, either on the upper sideband or lower sideband. So what adaptive predistortion does is it samples the signal. So if you've got an amplifier, there's a cable that goes from the amplifier back into the radio, and what it does is it interrogates the signal, and it looks for the spurious RF, and what it does is it corrects that. It basically generates the opposite of what it sees to correct the IMD. So the end result is you get a very clean signal with very little IMD. And if you look at my signal, I'm not sure where you're at. I'm probably too weak for you because I can barely hear you. But if you look at my signal on the Waterfall, you shouldn't see too much IMD, or shouldn't see too many grass hairs off to the left or right of the signal. That's because adaptive predistortion is using an algorithm to prevent that from going out and basically creating a dirty signal.
And Craig, do you got a way to put your AmpView up on your predistortion?
Yeah, all I heard was a slight voice there. What the station out there? What's your QTH? Let me see if I can bring you in a little bit here. Where are you located at? Over. Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't pull you through. Sorry about that. It's just a very weak copy for me. Anyway, have a good evening. Thanks for chiming in there. N6MED, San Diego.
Colorado Springs.
Appreciate the relay. Roger on Colorado Springs. Is he running QRP or something?
Probably.
Yeah, I've just got some noise here. I've got about an S7 level of noise, so it's tough to hear you out there in Colorado Springs. 7-3s. Hey, thanks for the relay.
W6RFP.
Hey, Bob, go ahead, N6MUD.
Yeah, okay. So now I'm on the
I'm on the FT710 and driving it with about 20 watts and about 1500 out. Go ahead, W6RFP.
Yeah, Bob, you've got a ton of RF in your audio. It doesn't even sound like you.
Okay, so so I got an issue. Okay, so there's an issue with that. So we can't blame that on the on anything else. Maybe if I turn it down, I'll turn the power down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm down to 500 watts. Is it still there?
Okay, give us some more audio. Count to like 5 at 500 watts.
Part about these newer Yaesu radios, they didn't do a very good job at filtering at all.
Yeah, there was a bit of a double there. So I'm at 500 watts, Craig. Does that get rid of the RF?
Yeah, it does. But if you look on the waterfall, you've got IMD off to the left and off to the right. Pretty significant IMD there.
Roger that. Roger that. Okay. Yeah. Well. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I can see it.
Welcome to Yaesu.
Okay.
They don't have very
I'll
good
go back
filtering.
to the Hermes.
Yeah, like Jeff said, welcome to Yaesu. I mean, it's not bad, Bob. I mean, you're not any worse off than anyone else that they're running a 710 and with a legal limit amplifier. But the thing about it is you get spoiled with the Hermes because you don't have to worry about that, right? So that's just one less thing you have to worry about when you run the Hermes.
Roger that. W6RFP, back to you guys. I'm going to switch.
Okay, N6MUD, San Diego.
In there, it was better when he turned it down, but it was still there.
Good evening, Craig. KB6ZYJ, Apple Valley.
Scott, how's it going, man? Sounding good out there.
Good. Hold on a second. Let me change my profile.
You better put the blinds up first, pal.
Alrighty then. Blinds are up. Say, you were talking about Noel and his Lux. I don't know about you, but I've noticed that all of those amplifiers, all the Mercuries, I can spot one on the band from anywhere because they're a well-made amp and they do what they're supposed to. They sound great with the radio, but they are filtered really poorly.
Shut up, you piece of shit!
Yeah, copy that. Well, so here's the deal. Now, this is everything but not the Lux, but the Mercury 3s. Everyone overdrives the Mercury 3s. It's a single device LD MOS. People expect to get 1200 watts out of that, and they just overdrive the snot out of them. And there's a couple people out there that have done some testing on this, and one of them is John, who's got a decent amount of equipment that he did some testing. And he said basically Mercury 3, if you drive it more than 950 watts, you've got a very dirty amplifier, unless you're running obviously adaptive predistortion and all that stuff. So there you go. Now the Lux is a dual device LD MOS, so it could be a little bit cleaner. But likewise, when you drive that thing around 1500 watts, you're gonna be probably not as dirty as you would on a Mercury 3, but you definitely will see some IMD coming out of that amplifier too.
Great, KM6MS. I did see your AmpView on the PureSignal. A little different than mine. Yours is tighter.
Yeah, for some reason my AmpView when I'm recently, ever since I think this version, the red part of it, the blue line is accurate, but the red part doesn't display as much as it used to. So I may have to look at I'm looking at all my meter here. Everything's zero. ALC group's a little bit higher, but everything's zero. My mic and leveler and all that stuff. So not sure what's going on there, Mike. But anyway, It should be a bow tie. So there's the red line. There it is. So you should see the red line. It should look like a bow tie when you combine the red line with the blue line.
How about a radio check?
Yeah, mine just looks like a wing. You know, as the thin wing. The blue line is just a little above the red line. But yours is kind of like an S. I don't have a curve.
Yeah, copy that. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much because for you, your predistortion is working fine. Your PureSignal is working fine.
See mirror in my radio.
Hey, Craig, are you cutting out 300 hertz? Or not 300, but 3K?
Am I cutting out 3K? I don't think so. I'll have to look at my EQ. I'm definitely doing a big cut at 160.
Yeah, I see that. It looks like you're
Nobody cares.
I could be wrong. It's just looking like that.
Shut up! Nobody cares about all your radio bullshit.
Yeah, I'm going to have to QSY, guys, so I'm going to have to shut down the stream or else we'll be in trouble here. So thanks for joining along for the fun tonight, and we'll catch you some other night. N6MUD, San Diego, signing out for now. 7-3s.
73.
7-3 guys, take care there. Craig will catch you soon. Thetis.
All right, catch you guys later. N6MUD.
And now I'm on the. If you don't mind, this is another comparison. Now I'm on the Mercury 3 and driving it at about 1,200 watts. So
where you go, nobody really likes you.
I wanted to look at a comparison on your live stream, and hopefully you've still got it going, and I can check it out. So anyway, there you go.
Damn you, and I'll be a heckler.
Yeah, so Bob, I got that. And so yeah, you're brick walled. You're pretty much IMD's pretty good there, but you've got RF in your audio. So you've got RF in now also in your audio. So I have a feeling you may have moved some wires around or something today. Maybe when you installed a new amp, and that's introduced RF into something there. So all right, I'm gonna shut down 7-3s. Have a good evening out there, guys. And we'll do this again sometime soon. SWLs, thanks for your participation. I really appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys later. N6MUD, 7-3s.
73, Craig.
Those stupid assholes. Do they need to be beat up?
Yeah, 7-3's great.